Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. Salakia. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching His word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And I say shalom to your Akim out there. And this is another sit-down lesson on this Friday morning, January 14th, 2022, as I bring out this news article for this sit-down lesson. And this is from NBCnews.com, I believe. And this is NBCnews.com World News. And the highlight of this news article is going to be Ukraine hit by cyberattack. Russia moves more troops after talks hit dead end. The development came after no breakthrough was reached at meetings between Russia and Western states, which feared Moscow could launch a new military attack on its neighbor. Ukraine was hit by a massive cyber attack on Friday, warning its citizens to expect the worst, and Russia has massed more than 100,000 troops on its neighboring frontier. It says release television pictures of more forces deployed in a drill. The development came. It says the developments came after no breakthrough was reached at the meeting between Russia and Western states, which fear Moscow could launch a new attack on its country it invaded back in 2014. The drumbeat of war is sounding loud, says a senior U.S. diplomat. Russia denies plans to attack Ukraine, but says it could take unspecified actions unless demands are met, which I highly doubt that the United States is gonna give Russia its security demands. Most likely gonna reject that. It says including a promise by the NATO alliance over to Yemen, which is highly doubted. So yeah, we got another ongoing situation of Ukraine got hit by a cyber attack while, the Russian moves more troops into the region over there, So I'm gonna bring out a scripture right here. This is the book of Mark, chapter 24, verse 7, and it reads, "For nation shall rise against nation," as you're starting to see that, like I mentioned in my previous videos, the increase, the high tensions of the nation shall rise against nations is reaching at an all-time high so far, And kingdom against kingdoms, you're starting to see the increase of that on a daily basis at an all-time high as the year of 2022 of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai turning up the heat on things. And he been definitely turning up the heat so far these past 2 or 3 weeks. You've been seeing a lot of different things in a lot of different categories, And there shall be famines and the increase of the famines as well too. and pestilence, these new type of pestilence, and these current modern day type of pestilence. So you're gonna see more increase of these pestilence as well too, and earthquakes in diverse places. You're gonna start seeing more of increase of the earthquakes around the world in diverse places as well too. So far, it's been like a 6.9 or 6.4 magnitude earthquake so far this year. Expect to see that more increase of a magnitude of earthquakes in the year 2022 as Yahweh Shem El Shai is turning up the heat in the year 2022, And I'm bring out another scripture as well too pertaining the cyber attack on Ukraine, and more troops were deployed for a military drill with Russia over there at the Ukraine border. Yep, this is the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty man, let all the men of war draw out near, and let them come up. Beat your plowshares and the swords and your plenty hooks, and let the weak say I am strong. Right, you're starting to see the increase in more tensions of these nations are going against each other. Back in Joel 3 and 9, it says, wake up the mighty man, proclaim ye this among the Gentile, which is the other nations outside of the nation of Israel, which is the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird Israelites. They make the lost sheep of the house of Israel. They are the real and original 12 tribes of the children of Israel, which is, once again, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and the speckled bird Israelites as well too. And these Gentile nations, they're which is these other nations, they gearing up, preparing for war. Wake up the mighty man, which means wake up the mighty man of these militaries of these other nations, which they are the Gentiles. Even though you have Israelites that's in the Gentile state of mind, and they don't know who they are. So you got two different types of Gentiles: Israelites that's in the Gentile state of mind, and then you got the Gentiles of the other nations as well too, outside of the nation of Israel. So prepare war, wake up the mighty man, right? Wake up the mighty man of the Gentiles of these other nations. As they starting to show and increase, they're definitely gearing up, preparing for World War III. Just like in the book of Revelations 11:14 reads, the second woe is past, behold, the third woe coming quickly, and let them draw near and let them come up, And we are in the processes of these nations gearing up and preparing for war, So, this all I want to bring out right here. As you see right here, just, yesterday, Ukraine got hit with a cyber attack, and Russia deployed more troops after talks hit a dead end, And I'm ready to get into developments came after no breakthrough was reached at meetings between Russia and the Western states, which feared Moscow could launch a new military attack on its neighbor, And, these are the signs of the times that we are living in. And all these wars and rumors of wars are definitely starting to become a reality, The rise against nations, that's starting to increase, intensify. These nations gearing up for war, showing that on an everyday basis. That's starting to increase as well too. in the uproars of the people. They should regard nor their kings nor their princes. You're starting to see more of that. What happened in Kazakhstan, and the situation was recently happened over there in Sudan. I believe a police officer got killed, and like 10 or 15 people had got injured over there in Sudan. They had a little protest over there. And then you had a little clash village over there in Palestine between the Palestinians and the Israeli soldiers. So, you got many different things are increasing of uproars of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, nation ran against nation, wars and rumors of wars are starting to come a reality, you know. So, these are the signs of the times that we are living in. Like the scripture says, I roughly paraphrase, in the last days there should be perilous times. And we are definitely in the process of right now living in those perilous times. Because so many different things are going on in the world today. And so with that, I hope this lesson was edifying through the spirit of power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And until next time, I will say, shalom.